Ties among North Korea and Malaya were strained during the communism conquest over Southeast Asia. North Korea is accused of supplying rebels in Northeast Asia with assistance and preparation. The Malaysian government's stance was far more pro-Western and anti-communist by the first Prime Minister's rule, Tunku Abdul Rahman. Then, during Tun Abdul Razak became the Prime Minister afterwards, changed the country's foreign policies to be much more rational in order to avoid being subjected to the communist challenge. About the fact that Malaysia and North Korea have diplomatic relationships, Malaysia firmly opposes the country's nuclear missile programs and supports foreign restrictions placed by organizations like the United Nations against North Korea. Malaysia's potential at becoming a great nation while remaining neutral allowed it to mediate in a series of secret peace negotiations between US, South Korea, and North Korea in the year of 2000. Despite this, North Korea and Malaysia broke political relationships on the 19th of March 2021. In this video, we will talk about how the political situation involving Malaysia and North Korea is going.
The assassination of Kim Jong-nam at Kuala Lumpur International Airport led to the establishment of deteriorating ties between Malaysia and North Korea on the 13th February of 2017. Kim Jong-nam, the sibling of North Korea ruler Kim Jong-un, is thought to be murdered with a bioweapon by two Indonesian and Vietnamese females. A plot planned and executed involving North Korea operative themselves. Pressure continues to escalate after the Malaysian government announced its intention to conduct its own inquiry into the killings, along with an autopsy on the dead. North Korea needs Kim Jong-nam's body returned to the North Korea with non-inquiry in Malaysia. The Malaysian government also refuses Pyongyang's request to launch a collective investigation. North Korea retaliated by preventing the Malaysian ambassador from exiting the territory. Malaysia considers such situation seriously because the act appears to imprison Malaysian people. Datuk Seri Najib Razak's administration made a decisive choices at the moment to throw out another North Korean ambassador and revoke North Koreans' visa-free travelling privileges.
This year, in 19th of March, North Korea signals the end of diplomatic relations with Malaysia. This policy was released after a Malaysian court requested the officials to convict a North Korean man named Moon Chol-myung to the United States at the final judgment of the trial. According to the US armed groups, the man is accused in a money laundering criminal syndicate, as well as the sale of luxury items to North Korea, which abuses the UN regulations. Moon Chol-myung has been imprisoned since 2019 after leaving Singapore in 2008. North Korea believes that its citizens are obviously innocent and that the accusation is politically driven. North Korea seems to have a history of illicit financial activities abroad, including numerous money laundering offenses carried out by corporate involvement in Southeast Asia. Malaysia has evolved into a breeding ground of illicit activity, including murder, drug dealing, and cyber financial fraud. Moon Chol-myung is the first North Korean to be detained to the United States as part of a Washington regulatory initiative to monitor North Korean crimes. The United Nations and the United States imposed numerous economic legislation on the government in an attempt to prevent any financial aid from being used for North Korea's nuclear weapon programs.
Then, on 19th March 2021, Malaysia has agreed to withdraw all North Korean ambassadors from the country within 48 hours. The Malaysian ambassador in North Korea has now been suspended since 2017, when the political crisis ended with Kim Jong-nam's death. The deportation of North Korean nationals to the United States is carried out by appropriate legal means, and the civilians of North Korea are treated equally. To conclude, Malaysia is not even on the receiving end of a diplomatic dispute as this because North Korea is a less prosperous nation than Malaysia. The location of the two countries, which is very far apart, also prevents North Korea from explicitly threatening Malaysia's stability. Through such, Malaysia should never underestimate North Korea because the nation is full of surprises.